The Harbin Z-9 is a Chinese military utility helicopter. It is a licensed variant of the French Eurocopter AS-365 Dauphin, and is manufactured by Harbin Aircraft Manufacturing Corporation. Design and development. The first Z-9 flew in 1981, and was built in China from components supplied by Aerospatial as part of a production patent bought on October 15, 1980. On 16 January 1992, the indigenous variant Z-9B, constructed with 70% Chinese-made parts, flew successfully. The flight test was completed in November 1992 and the design was finalized a month later. Z-9B production began in 1993 and entered PLA service in 1994. The Z-9B features 11-blade fenestron-fed tail rotor with wider chord, all composite blades replacing the 13-blade INAS 365N. As a light tactical troop transport, the Z-9 has the capacity to transport 10 fully armed soldiers. Generally, the Z-9 is identical to the INAS 365N Dauphin, though later variants of the Z-9 incorporate more composite materials to increase structural strength and lower radar signature. The helicopter has a 4-blade main rotor, with 2 turboshaft engines mounted side by side on top of the cabin, with engine layout identical to the INAS 365N. The Z-9 teardrop-shaped body features a tapered boom to the tail fin, with rounded nose and stepped-up cockpit, and retractable gear and all-flat bottom. In 2002, Harbin obtained Chinese certification for the new H410A variant of the Z-9, which featured more powerful turbomecha Ariel 2C turboshaft engines. Eurocopter issued official objections to Harbin's decision to continue production in spite of the license production agreement having expired, leading to a period of highly sensitive international negotiations to resolve the dispute. Variants. An armed variant has been fielded by the PLA since the early 1990s as the WZ-9 or Z-9W, with pylons fitted for anti-tank missiles. These helicopters lack the maneuverability and survivability of a proper attack helicopter, and merely provide a stopgap during the development of the WZ-10. The latest armed version, the Z-9W, was introduced in 2005 and has night attack capabilities with an undernose low-light TV and infrared observing and tracking unit. The naval version introduced in the 1990s is known as the Z-9C, as well as siren ASW duties. The Z-9C can be fitted with an X-band KLC-1 surface search radar to detect surface targets beyond the range of shipborne radar systems. Chinese licensed produce of the French AS-365N1. Z-9, a Chinese kit-built version of the AS. Prototypes for domestic market versions with WZ-8A engines. First flight 16 January 1992, approved 30 December 1992. Z-9B, initial version based on Z-9A100. Multi-role. Z-9C, Chinese license produce of the Eurocopter AS-565 Panther given to the PLA Naval Air Force. Z-9E CASW variant produced for the Pakistan Naval Air Arm, configured with pulse compression radar, low-frequency dipping sonar, radar warning receiver and Doppler navigation system. It is also armed with torpedoes for use aboard Pakistan Navy's F-22Ps Ulfa-class frigates. Z-9W, armed version with optional pylon-mounted armament and gyro-stabilized, roof-mounted optical sight. Export designation Z-9G, roof-mounted sight optional. First flown in 1987, with the first weapons tests in 1989. Z-9WA. A newer night-capable version has been built with nose-mounted FLIR. July 2011, Xinhua news agency released a photo of Z-9WA firing a DK-10 air-to-ground missile. Incorporates a domestic Chinese helmet-mounted sight that is compatible with anti-tank missiles such as HJ the 8th of September 10, as well as light anti-ship missiles such as C-700 and 1/703 and TL-1/10 when they are used as air-to-surface missiles. Air-to-air missiles such as TY-90 and other MANPAD missiles for self-defense. H410A version with 635 kilowatts WZ-8C turboshaft engines. First flight September 2001. CAAC certification the 10th of July 2002. One is currently being fitted with a new mast-mounted sighting system. Newest VIP version of the H410A. Projected development. Stealthy attack helicopter development with tandem seats. The WZ-19 shares the same power plant as the WZ-9WA. Operators: Bolivia, Bolivian Army; Cambodia, Cambodian Air Force; Cameroon, Cameroon Air Force; China, People's Liberation Air Force; People's Liberation Navy; Ghana, Ghana Air Force; Kenya, Kenya Defense Forces; Laos, Laotian Air Force; Mali, Mali Air Force; Mauritania, Mauritanian Air Force; Namibia, Namibian Air Force; Pakistan, Pakistan Naval Air Arm; Zambia, Zambian Air Force. Specifications. Data from General Characteristics. Crew 1 or 2 pilots. Capacity 10 passengers or 1,900 kilograms. Payload internal 1,600 kilograms. Payload slung. Length 12.11 meters. Height 4.01 meters. Empty weight 2,050 kilograms. Max takeoff weight 4,100 kilograms. Power plant 2 times Suzhou Aero Engine Factory WZ-8A turboshaft 632 kilowatts each. Main rotor diameter 11.94 meters. Main rotor area 111.98 square meters. Swept area. Performance maximum speed 305 kilometers per hour. Cruising speed 260 kilometers per hour. Ferry range 1,000 kilometers with internal auxiliary tank. Endurance 5 hours. Service ceiling 4,500 meters * covering ceiling in ground effect 2,600 meters. Hovering ceiling out of ground effect 1,600 meters. Armament 2 fixed 23mm Type 23-2 cannon on attack variants. Pylons for rockets, gun pods, ET-52 torpedo, HJ-8 anti-tank missiles, or TY-90 air-to-air missiles. Accident. On July 14, 2014, Cambodian Air Force's Z-9 crashed into a flooded quarry in the southwest of Phnom Penh during a military training. This accident caused 4 deaths and 1 serious injury. Investigation has begun as the helicopter has been taken out of water. Officials claimed that there was no technical issue before its takeoff.